Won't you let the light shine through for you, 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 for you. Won't you let the light shine through?
Hi guys, CombinedYoutuber here. Welcome to the F1 2013 career mode today, and we'll be doing the Belgian Grand Prix qualifying today. Yeah, I didn't upload the Hungary qualifying just because this is a wet quali and it had a bit of bad driving in it, and there's a notification up the top. It's from Skype obviously, because that's usual. And here we are in Spa for the Belgian Grand Prix for qualifying. Let's see what we can do in this session. We're getting into our car and we went to Sauber for the second half of the season, so we accepted the Sauber contract that we had, because Sauber of course won the vote. So here we are in our Sauber in Belgium qualifying. Our teammate is Nico Hulkenberg for this second half of the season, which is good to know, because Nico Hulkenberg gets pretty good results in this game. So yeah, I'm just loading my setup. I think it's the right setup. No, it's not the right setup, because I don't really like the setup when I have 7.9 of that whatever it is. Anyway, looking at our teammate challenge, and we've outraced Nico Hulkenberg. Yeah, basically he hasn't outraced me at all. Okay, we are driving out on track for this Grand Prix in Belgium. So we are coming out of the garage for our first qualifying for our first race for Sauber and first qualifying session for Sauber. We had to wait for that Ferrari there to go through, and here we are out on track, going out on track, out of the pit lane, and onto our first qualifying session for Sauber. So here we are down the straight, down towards Eau Rouge, in the Ferrari. Up Eau Rouge we go on our outlap. Sorry. Saving fuel for our flying lap, that's why we went to lean mix. So here we are, getting on this Ferrari that came out ahead of us in the pit stop. Not the pit stop, the pit lane after we just slide a bit out of the Lacombe corner, which is really interesting. Now coming into Rivage, and we just got in the gravel. My God, I thought it was just slowing the up. Like, okay, we locked. So now we turned ABS off for this race, so I can deal with the lockups. So I've turned ABS off for racing now. So I'm starting to get used to the assist being off, or some of the assist being off, because I've turned ABS off now. Now next up is the last assist will be traction, so hopefully I'll get that off and I'll be much quicker than I am now. But here we are going through the chicane on our outlap. We extend a little bit there, and they're coming into the corner. I don't know why, but I lose count of some corners in some tracks, like Korea. Sometimes I lose count of the corners, but in this track, obviously I know what this one is. This is a Blanchimont, a flat out double left-hander. Here we go, through there. Double left-hander, through Blanchimont, 7th gear, onto neutral brakes now, into the bus stop chicane, the final chicane now, and we go onto the straight. So no, not onto the straight. Now we go onto the straight to start our first flying lap here in Belgium for a qualifying session. Now coming down towards turn 1, going to rear brakes, and here we go down towards turn 1. Braking hard into turn 1, clipping the apex hard. Now coming down towards turn 2, and here we are down the straight, down towards Eau Rouge, the flat. Hold your breath now. Coming down into Eau Rouge. Flat out, 7th gear, absolutely beautiful corner. Now there's a Williams going slowly there. That's Valtteri Bottas. Now coming down the straight, the Camel straight, down towards the Lacombe chicane. What can we do in the first sector? 32.127. Now coming into the Lacombe chicane, absolutely beautiful apex there. Now coming into this corner, the flat out right-hander. Now coming down towards Rivage at the long right-hander. Long right-hander, now coming down towards the left-hander at the no-name corner. and we just to go off the track a little bit there, I believe. So now coming down towards the fast corner at Pouon. Now take it 268 kilometers an hour through that corner. That's brilliant. Now coming down towards the chicane. This chicane here. I don't know what it's called. But here we go, locking up and going a little bit wide there. And Felipe Massa sets the first time. So Felipe Massa was a Ferrari who went up first. Felipe Massa sets the provisional pole here in Belgium. And Rosberg doesn't beat it. So the Mercedes does not beat it. Wow. Now we're 1.1 seconds purple. Because Felipe Massa's time is pretty slow for Ferrari. 153.0 for Felipe Massa. But now coming down towards Blanchimont. 7th gear flat out into the double left. Here we go. Who's this ahead of us? I don't know who that is, but now coming down towards the chicane. It's a Force India ahead of us now. Paul di Resta is ahead of us in the Force India. Now coming down towards the bust-up chicane. What can we do? Fernando Alonso is a 152.2, but we come across the line and we go pole position by 1/10. Provisional pole right now for us. 152.104. That's the fastest time so far. But now we're just trying to get past Paul di Resta in a hurry. Of course, we're going to stand mix. We've done one lap on the setup tires so far, but of course we're going to go back. We're going to back off and go back to the pits now, because in the comments in the last 2 qualifying sessions I uploaded, Tyson of Racing wants me to do 1 lap on each set of tires that I put on in the car, so I decided to do that for this qualifying session. So here we are, coming into the chicane. Now coming onto this corner, and now into Ravage. And oh, we locked up and hit Paul di Resta. That is horrible. But we luckily don't lose our wing, which is really good. Now Sebastian Vettel's taken provisional pole. Once again, 152.094 for Sebastian Vettel. So that's exactly 100th up on my time, which is interesting. And we go completely wide at Pouon, which is absolutely bad there. Now coming down towards this chicane at this turn 12, I believe. Now taking first gear, absolutely cutting the corner. I mean, we just can't get Paul di Resta right now. Coming into this corner. I believe that's, with Stavolo, and going a little bit wide there into the gravel, into Stavolo. 3 seconds down, because obviously we're backing off this lap. Coming down towards Blanchimont, gravel on our tyres, but I don't care. Coming down towards Blanchimont, it's flat out, double left-hander lap. This is our second lap, of course, but it's not a proper lap, of course. Now coming into the bus stop chicane. Our goal is 12th again. Why do you keep putting me 12th for qualifying, but then put me in a higher position for the race, for God's sake? Anyway, coming into the pits. And that's the end of our first run of this qualifying session. Now coming into our Sauber pits for the first time. Now actually coming into the Sauber pits for the first time in this career mode. We moved to Sauber, we've left Force India. Well, I wanted to leave Force India anyway, because I didn't really get to grips with the car in some of the races. But anyway, in the garage we are here, and I think we'll just go through the results, I guess, and change our tyres too. We're currently 2nd place. Sebastian Vettel's on provisional pole, and I don't know why that's, I don't know why it's like stopped there, but just move, please. I don't know why it's just paused there for some reason. It's just paused there. I have no idea what's going on right now. Oh, here we go. No, here we go. I took a long time to respond there, but now changing on to a fresh set of options. Checking the order now. Sebastian Vettel's on pole by 800s. Yes, I knew it. Then me, then Alonso, Massa, Rosberg, Webber, Hamilton, my teammate Nico Hulkenberg, Raikkonen, and then Jensen Button completing the top 10. Then it's Grosjean in 11th place. Then it's Perez and Suttel, di Resta, and yeah, all those people there. Jules Bianchi's obviously last place for Marisha. 7 minutes to go in this session here in Spa. I don't know why I'm checking my setup again, but here we go. Here we go, out on track for our 2nd lap. Well, sorry, no, not 2nd lap, 2nd run in this qualifying session here in Belgium. We go out on track. We're currently in 2nd place. There's Williams there, who is going into the pits. I don't know who that was, but now coming out of the pit lane again for the 2nd time for our 2nd run. Here we go. In our Sauber, coming out of the pits, coming down towards Eau Rouge. There's no one ahead of us this time. When that Ferrari was ahead of us in the first run. There's literally no one else in the second run. So here we go. Coming down the Camel Straight. Now coming to Les Combes. Taking it beautifully there. Now coming into this corner where we go a little bit off the apex, which is bad there, so yeah. Now coming into Rivage, take it first gear. Of course it's our out lap, so we're going really slowly and everything like that. Now coming through the no-name corner, just understeering a lot there and extending. Then now coming through Pouon, 263, but we go wide again. We go wide at Pouon once again, and we just went massively extended there into that corner. And oh my god, we've just gone into the barriers, and that's a massive crash there for us. We've gone into the gravel and went wide, and we smashed into the barriers, so we had to flashback that for some reason. I don't know why we flashback that, but that was a massive crash there. We just went into the gravel, and we just went into the barriers quite hard there actually, and we locked up. We've locked up into the gravel, and that's terrible. That is terrible. We locked up into the gravel. Here we go, into down towards Blanchimont. Hopefully we can get a good lap time again here in Belgium. Now coming down towards Blanchimont, the double left-hander 5 minutes ago in this qualifying session in Belgium. Now Vettel's actually improved on his time now. With a 152.024 for Sebastian Vettel. Now coming down towards the bus stop chicane to start our second lap of the Belgian Grand Prix qualifying. Now coming down the straight, the pit straight. Now coming down the straight, starting our second lap in Belgium. Here we go, into turn 1. What can we do on this lap? Locking up into turn 1 just a little bit there, before coming onto the straight beautifully there into turn 2. Coming onto the straight, down towards Eau Rouge. The best corner the best corner in Formula 1 probably. Now coming down towards the Camel Straight, the long Camel Straight. Using DRS, using about half of our curves. Now coming down towards the Les Combes chicane. Where are we in the first sector? We are 4/10 up in this first sector. This is looking good for pole position. This could be our first pole in four races here in Belgium. Can we do this? We're 4/10 up on Sebastian Vettel. We go down towards the no-name corner. Locking up just everywhere. We're locking up everywhere. Wow. Now coming into Pouon, we take it pretty good there. Now coming down towards the chicane. What can we get in the second sector? Now coming down towards this chicane here. Now locking up on the exit before coming onto Savalo. Taking that really slowly. Absolutely taking it beautifully. Now coming onto this straight. Now we're 1/10 down. We're 1/10 down. That's horrendous. We're 2/10 down on Sebastian Vettel's lap time. Now coming down towards Blanchimont. We have to absolutely smash this final sector if we want to get pole position. Now coming down towards the bus stop chicane. We need to get this right in order to do this pole position. Now we got that right. We've just clipped the apex a bit too much. Now coming down to the straight. Can we get pole position here in Belgium? What can we do now? Can we improve in our time? Yes, we can. That's a 1:51.6. 4/10 ahead of Sebastian Vettel. And that is a brilliant lap time there to take our pole position. And we just decided to flick spin there. Because I was so happy with that. I did not expect that because I was 2/10 down in the second sector. I don't know why I showed a replay. Oh, that's why I showed a replay. Because I accidentally hit Sebastian Vettel while flick spinning and celebrating. Lel. Anyway, that was a good time. I didn't actually expect that because I was 2/10 down in the second sector. And I thought I wasn't going to get pole position, but I just had to do that final corner pretty well to get that pole position. So now we're on pole position with a 1:51.6. That's a good lap time from us. But can we hold that pole position for the rest of the session? 2 minutes to go, and we've just absolutely messed up our Rouge. Wow. I'm coming down the Camel Straight. Just bear with me for a second. Sorry, I was just talking to someone on Skype there. Obviously chatting, not talking to someone literally. But now coming on to Ravage into the second gear, we've just double locked there into Ravage. 1 minute and 40. Whoa, we're sliding the traction there. Wow. Now coming down towards the no-name corner and down the straight, using the rest of our coast down towards Puan. 151.6 now. Go down towards Puan. 200. That's a slow way to take Puan. 230 kilometers an hour, for God's sake. Now coming down towards this chicane. Into third gear, sorry. In 1 minute and 15 seconds left in the session. We've got hole in the bag, but can we hold this pole position? We're going to the gravel again and locked up into the gravel again. And oh, that was close I think that was really close with our teammate there. Let's just check the replay. We locked up into that corner. Let's see how close it was with Nico Hulkenberg. Actually, that was pretty close there with Nico Hulkenberg, so let's just check it from the nose cam how close we were. Yeah, it was actually pretty close with Hulkenberg. That's really close to touching my teammate there. That would have been the worst start to our Sauber campaign. Colliding with our teammate in qualifying, even though we got pole position in the bag. Len. Anyway, coming down towards Belgium. 1 minute left in the session, 15 seconds down. Anyway, coming down towards Blanchimont. And we've just absolutely messed up the corner now into Blanchimont. Down towards the bus stop chicane. 45 seconds left now. Coming into the bus stop chicane, the final chicane. We've just locked up again. Now coming into the pit lane. And this will be that. We've only done 2 laps. We've only done 2 laps and we got pole position. That's how a qualifying session should go. We've only done 2 proper laps. And we got pole position. That's how a qualified session should go. Anyway, coming down to it into the pit lane now. And we've got this pole position in the bag, but hopefully we can get it. Yeah. So I've put on my the same helmet as I did in Canada, as you can see. From the driving, you saw that I had the same helmet as my Canada helmet. The blue one with the green side, but we take pole position here in Belgium. That's a really good way. That's our first pole position in 4 races. Canada was the last pole position. Now we take pole position by 1/10. That's really close. Sebastian Vettel is in 2nd place. Fernando Alonso starts 3rd. Lewis Hamilton is in 4th. Felipe Massa is in 5th. Nico Rosberg 6th. Mark Webber 7th. Kimi Raikkonen 8th. Nico Hulkenberg 9th. Sergio Perez in 10th. Romain Grosjean 11th. Jensen Button finishes in 12th position in this qualifying session. And we're just waiting for the results to go down. Yeah, we're just waiting for the results to go down. 13th is Adrian Sutil, 14th Paul di Resta, Vern is 15th, Maldonado 16th, Ricciardo 17th, Bottas 18th, Bianchi 19th, Van der Garde 20th, Chilton in 21st, and Charles Pic in last place. If anyone did a 2-minute lap time in this session, that would have been so disappointing. And now here we are celebrating our pole position here in Belgium. We are absolutely so happy with this result, as our driver is. Look at that. We are fist bumping everywhere. We are fist bumping and very happy that we got our pole position. And wow, that's brilliant. That is brilliant from us. We've taken pole position for the first time in 4 races, for the first time since Canada. And this has been a brilliant qualifying session. Hopefully you enjoyed it from Belgium. And see you guys on my next video. Please like, comment and subscribe. And goodbye. Hopefully I'll get the race out soon after this. So please like, comment and subscribe. And goodbye.